We're going to show you how the EPV 7500 or EPV 5500 vent is mounted to the enclosure, as well as the 5500 manifold will be mounted to the enclosure. The EPV 7500 and 5500 vent has a pressure relief device inside this unit. They're both not electrical, but just physical, mechanical. There's a vent cap on here with a stainless steel screen, and it's rotatable depending on how you mount this vent. Now the opening in the enclosure will be a 1.5 inch NPT knockout, standard. There is a lock nut on this unit, and there is a washer. Now this unit vent is not gravity dependent, so you could mount this on the top, on the sides, or on the bottom. You can even mount this inside the enclosure by taking off the cap. So for this application, we're going to mount the vent on the top of the enclosure. So it goes right on the top. This would screw down onto the enclosure. And then this vent cap, you have to make sure that the vent cap is facing down so that water can't drip inside the vent, then eventually inside the enclosure. That's the nice thing about the vent cap. It's rotatable, so whether it's on the top or bottom, you always want that facing away from water. So once that's on there, you screw that down. It provides you with a nice seal. To install the 5500 manifold, this happens to be the UL rated one. We also have an EX, ATEX rated one as well. This valve will come with the fittings. This is your input and your output into the enclosure. It also comes with a bulkhead fitting to get the air inside the enclosure. Now, if this is mounted on the outside of the enclosure, then this fitting, which has, you have to drill a 9/16, this is a 9/16-18 thread, a little bit bigger than 9/16 hole. That'll go in there. And again, there is a O-ring on this unit that will provide a seal. So that will get onto the enclosure. And this is for a unit to be mounted on the outside. Just tighten that down. And you can run your tubing from here to the valve. This would provide you with air getting into the enclosure. Now this manifold also comes with screws and seal washers, NEMA 4 seal washers, so that you can mount it to the enclosure either inside or outside.